Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I'm back. I know guys, it's been a while. I did not do a what I've been warming video last week. So we've got 2 weeks worth of Scentsy and Vendor wax and other things that I was able to go through. So I'll go ahead and share my thoughts, share my experiences. That way you can make note if some of these fragrances pop up like in RTSs or pre-orders with Vendor wax or on flash sales with Scentsy, then you can try them for yourself. So what I'm gonna do is I'll separate out the Vendor and Scentsy like I normally do, and then non-Scentsy products. So I don't think I had much for non-Scentsy wax products. I don't think I did. Yeah, no. So the only thing I did was my Inhale Exhale scent circle that was in my butler's pantry. That finally died out. This one was really strong, even though it's a very old scent circle. It had some power left to it, and it did really good. I think I maybe left it in there for like a week, and maybe I could smell it like 5 days. And then I switched it out with Candy Cranberry Pecan, which is still going. You can still smell it in that butler's pantry. It's not as strong as it was last week, but you can still get like whiffs of it. So I haven't changed it out yet. And the only other thing that was non-wax is I did open up a Polar Bear Hug Pod 2 weeks ago, and it's still going in my son's room, so I haven't changed it out yet. Now granted, his little wall fan diffuser isn't on 24/7, but I mean, we're like, you know, 2 weeks in, and it's still fragrancing the entire room. So that is definitely a good performing Scentsy pod, Polar Bear Hug. Okay, so for Scentsy, I've got a lot here, you guys, so we'll just go ahead and get started with it. I did go ahead and finish up the last 3 cubes that I had of Snow Kiss Cranberry. We've been talking about this scent in the comment section, you guys. This needs to come back. It's like the perfect frosted, tart yet sweet, icy cranberry. There's just something about this that it's just magical. So I really hope that we can get this back. I put it in my kitchen. I enjoyed it. It lasted like a day, but this is definitely one that I'll be rooting for if we do see it in Bring Back My Bar voting. All right, another one that I've been slowly working on is Pistachio Woods. I've been revisiting this one. I'm still getting the corn chip note. It's not as bad as that first bar that I had. This one I think has like almonds and pistachio, and I can't remember what the other note is, but I totally get Frito corn chips on warm, and I still do. But it's not as like off-putting as it was originally. Will I be repurchasing any? No, but this was definitely good. Good enough for like my bathrooms, because that's where I've majorly warmed this bar over the past 2 weeks. So I did like a couple cubes here or there in the bathrooms over the past 2 weeks, and it's been doing like 2-day performance in those bathrooms at like, you know, a 7 out of 10. So definitely not a repurchase, because it's just not a scent that I want to waste $6 on, and I'm still getting that corn chip note, unfortunately. Okay, Peaks and Pine. I threw this whole thing in my living room and kitchen. It was divine. Oh my gosh. So I noticed that if I put the Peaks and Pines in smaller spaces, the longevity is much greater than it is if I put the entire clamshell through my kitchen and my living room warmers. I only got maybe like a day and a half out of this one. When I first got the scent, I remember I warmed it in my bathroom, and it went for days and days and days and days and days. So larger spaces, it's not going to go as long as smaller spaces, but it still performed like a champ. I love this. It's got dewy greens and lavender and like pine. It's fantastic. We finished up Huckleberry Hideaway. I love this one. It is retired. Can't get it anymore. They didn't bring it back this fall and winter. It's just like the perfect huckleberry floral scent. There is honeysuckle in here, and I think that's why. I think there's like honeysuckle, violets, and like huckleberry. And I think that's why I love it so much. And it is a good performing bar. It's on a boomer, but it is good and strong while it's going. Only lasts a day, but I definitely enjoyed this one. I had it in my bedrooms. So I did put it in my bedrooms twice this past few weeks. That one I gotta save to talk about with a mix I did. So this is a previous mix that I had done before in alternating warmers, and I worked on a lot of partial clamshells the past 2 weeks. So we did again in alternating warmers, Spiced and Spirited from the Goody Goodness collection, and Brown Butter Pumpkin. Now these both have brown sugar in it, and I think that's why they play with each other very nicely. Yeah, this Brown Butter Pumpkin, the more I'm warming it and the more I'm exposed to it, I am getting more of a squashy pumpkin, which isn't bad, but I don't think I'm going to be clubbing this at the end of the catalog season like I thought I was going to. Warm Pumpkin Drizzle is way better on scent appeal and performance, and it still gives me that buttery pumpkin that this one does, but I prefer Warm Pumpkin Drizzle. So this one I won't be clubbing, but I may grab like another bar, possibly like in a party closeout for free, just to, you know, have it in my stash. And then Spiced and Spirited, it's got bourbon and pumpkin and brown sugar, and it's very similar to like maple rum cake. It just kind of gives me those same vibes. This one's a good performer too. So I'm all done with my Spiced and Spirited. I don't have any more. I didn't club it because I have maple rum cake, and I would prefer to have maple rum cake over the Spiced and Spirited, but that was definitely a good bar, and if it was ever in clearance for a decent price, I totally would pick up more. Disney Seasons of Magic, I did the entire clam one day in my living room and kitchen. This one is sickly sweet crystallized sugar Christmas trees, like the fakest Christmas tree you could ever find. This totally screams Disney. It's a good performer. It's just one of those like extra like nostalgic Christmas tree scents that you just want, you know, on cold, you know, winter days. So I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm going to club this bar again like I did last year. I might not. Just because it is a licensed bar and we can't get bundle and saves anymore, and we can't get them discounted. You know, the only way you can get them discounted is through club. I don't know. I've got so many tree scents. Like, I really need to pare it down. We finished off Very Good Pumpkin. This was also from the Goody Goodness collection. This one I really don't get pumpkin. I get more of a mulberry wine fruit. It's like a good harvest fruit scent for like transitioning into summer to fall. It doesn't perform the greatest in my home. I get like medium performance, like 5, 6 out of 10. Doesn't really last a full day, but it was all right for what it is. I definitely would prefer Buckleberry as like a fall saturated fruity scent. All right, this one is also a mix. Vanilla Barnwood. I did this in bedrooms. This is in our catalog. You totally get Tutti Frutti or Fruit Loops on this. I don't know why, but I just thoroughly enjoy this bar in the wintertime in my bedrooms. I clubbed it last year, and I'm happy that it came back. But this is gonna have to fight for its spot in my club in comparison to like Vanilla Amber. Like, I really don't know which one I'm gonna pick over the other. Gingerbread Hugs. I actually did this. Yep, right here. So I did alternating warmers and finished up Gingerbread Hugs, which this one is the strongest gingerbread scent on strength and longevity that we have out of all the gingerbread scents that are available. This one's a little bit heavy on clove. It is a little bit dusty on cold, but it does perform better on warm and smells better on warm. So I did that in alternating warmers with the rest of my gingerbread cheesecake. They do play each other very nicely. This one, I don't get cheesecake. I just get a fluffy, soft, warm gingerbread cookie. That's what I get with it. But I'm actually thinking about kicking out gingerbread cheesecake and keeping just gingerbread hugs, because gingerbread hugs kind of gives me like a nostalgic feel. It definitely reminds me of my mom's gingerbread that she bakes during the Christmas, and she always served it with like a dollop of Cool Whip on top. So this totally gets me to that memory. So I think I might be clubbing that and kicking out gingerbread cheesecake. Okay, one day we did breakfast in bed. Oh my gosh. Pumpkin pecan waffles with raspberry Smucker's jam. It is to die for. One of the best and most sacred bakery bars that is in my club. This is not going anywhere. Absolutely love it. It's a great performer, and I always mix this with almond croissant, but this time I decided not to, and I just mixed it by itself, and it was still good. Sorry, I thought somebody was at the door. One day I didn't finish it up. I still have 2 cubes of it, but I did Hollow Harvest because I definitely wanted to revisit it because I did enjoy it when it first came out in the Goody Gordness collection. But it's like, it's a sultry, mysterious, dark, pumpkin, earthy, like, type of fragrance. And I'm like, okay, is there anything else that I like in the catalog or that's in my club that fits that same description? And White Pumpkin and Driftwood fits that description. So I felt like I preferred the actual smell of White Pumpkin and Driftwood more than I do Hollow Harvest, even though they're both good in their own rights. So I kicked Hollow Harvest out, and now I have this and one other bar that's left. So I think the only one I have left out of the Goody Gordness collection that's in my club is Pumpkin Sticky Buns. That's the only one I have left. I finished off Blackberry Meringue. This is when I was trying to figure out if I wanted to keep certain club scents before I did that cut that I had posted maybe like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So I finished up my Blackberry Meringue. I do like this scent. It's just not giving me the same feels that it did when it was available in the catalog. It is a very nice summer bakery. I do like the blackberry note in here. It's just not something that I need to hold on to. So I did kick it out of my club, and I enjoyed warming what I had left. Okay, so this was Thanksgiving and the day before Thanksgiving. So the day before Thanksgiving, I had done candied cranberry pecan. I ended up doing 4 cubes in the kitchen. This is fantastic. I hope to God that we can vote this one back at some point. Besides Buckleberry, this is like my second favorite saturated cranberry fall fruit scent. You really don't get much like pecans or like candy confection. It's just super tart saturated cranberry, and it has just like a tinge of a bakery element. I absolutely love this thing, and it's a good performer. And then I also did the Thanksgiving day, I did Woodland Suede. This is just a November tree scent. Ugh, it's so good. I know it has lemon in it, but it's got like creaminess from the suede. It's just so different from all the other tree scents that Scentsy has. I am sad that I did not club this. I was too quick to cut it out. I have one other bar, and I'll probably save that for next year. So I'll be on the hunt later on in 2025 to try to find some more. Maybe we can vote it back. Who knows? We will see. This is currently available. It's actually in our Scent of the Seasons, Merry Wonderland. I finished off the clam that I had. This one has apple and like clove and like mulled spices. It is a good performer, you guys. It really is a great performer. It lasted days in my bedroom, but I just prefer Wrapped in Lights over this one. And Wrapped in Lights has also like outshined Christmas Cottage, which used to be like my #1 ride or die for that type of scent profile. So I can see why a lot of people are digging this scent. I enjoyed it. It's just not something that like outshined other scents that I like that are in the same category. Sparkling Spice Citrus. So I warmed this one. I really, really love this one. It just does not perform as long as I want it to. It fizzles out too quick. And I know certain citrus scents do that they fizzle out quick. But I was just hoping that it would last longer, because my mom got like a day and a half when she warmed this. I barely get 6 or 8 hours out of it. So it's a nice scent, but not one that I need to club. So I did kick it out of my club, actually. Okay, there is a day I did a couple different mixes. So this one right here. So in alternating warmers, because again, I was still trying to find out which one I liked better. I did Vanilla Chestnut and Falling Leaves, because they are extremely similar. And I don't care what Scentsy has to say with their scent description. There is patchouli in this Vanilla Chestnut. It smells just like Falling Leaves. The only difference is Falling Leaves has like a fresh air quality to it. They paired well. It made it so I could stretch out these two fragrances a lot better than just dumping the whole clam, you know, throughout my entire house. But I do prefer Falling Leaves, so Vanilla Chestnut did finally get the boot. But I will grab a few more bars of this in a party closeout to have to warm for next year, because I do enjoy it. So, all right, and then I got this bar to revisit it, Apple and Cinnamon Sticks. This is in our catalog. I didn't mind it. It was actually a really good performer. I do get a lot more of the white oak that's in here than I remember getting from like last year. Does it outshine my Hemingway and Cedar Cider? No, it doesn't. But it was nice to revisit, and I've got some more left, so maybe I'll warm it again this winter, or I'll just save it for the fall. Cedar Cider. So this is the only bar I had, so I warmed the whole thing. This is such an underdog scent. I really hope, like, you people, if you like woody apple scents that kind of have a little bit of a cologne feel to them, you try Cedar Cider this season, because I feel like this might finally get the boot next year. I don't know. It's been in the catalog for so long, but I feel like they keep coming out with all these different apple scents, and I feel like if Apple Spice Season from the Harvest Collection was so popular, because I didn't like it, but I know there was a lot of people that did, I'm thinking maybe if they were to introduce that to catalog, would Cedar Cider get the boot? So I'm definitely going to be clubbing Cedar Cider. I enjoy it. There's really nothing else like it. I mean, Autumn Hearth is kind of similar to it. Hemingway's kind of similar, but they all have like a slight difference with each other. Jade and Jasmine. I was like, no, I'm not going to wait till spring to warm my Jade and Jasmine. I'm warming it now. So I did 2 cubes in the bathroom one day. Absolutely friggin' loved it. Did not even want to leave the bathroom. It smelled so good. This has like rosemary and green lemon and blue jasmine, all kinds of weird scents to it, but I love this thing. Cannot wait to get it voted back so I can just put it in my club, and then I don't need to, you know, talk about it anymore. Speaking of Wrapped in Lights, I did finish off this one. 3 days in my living room, you guys. I could not believe it. I finally had to shut it off because I'm like, all right, I love it, but I want something else. It's got pomegranate in it, which totally throws me for a loop that I even like this scent, because usually pomegranate is just like, ugh, I don't like it. This is pomegranate that I can handle, and I'm still debating if I want to club it or if I just want to pick up a holiday brick of it in like a party closeout. So I'm still toying with that idea. The collection isn't going anywhere right now, so I do still have some time to make those decisions. But that's kind of like where I'm going with it. Like, the only time I'm going to warm this is in the Christmas time, like for December. So it's like, I don't need to club it. Like, a brick could probably last me like, I don't know, 4 Christmas seasons. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right, I did do toasted apple butter. I finished that off. I still really enjoyed this one. Oh, it's so good. It's literally apple butter frosting without the frosting though. Like, it's the closest thing that you can get to it. Oh, I love that one. And it's available in our scent of the season, so you can re-club this or repurchase it again. All right, now I got some mixes, direct mixes that I have to talk about. Okay. So I don't know where my bar went. Okay, so I think I might have it in my melting basket because I'm not finished with it. But I did warm Christmas tree with whipped frosting, because one of you guys, and I need to start writing down, like on a piece of paper, who gives me these suggestions so I can give you guys credit. So in the comment section, if you commented on my channel to mix Christmas tree and whipped frosting, let me know so I can say thank you. But, so I did that in a direct mix. I did it throughout the living room here. 5 warmers. I did cube to cube, right? So there was like 10 cubes going. The whipped frosting took over the Christmas tree. Like, I could hardly smell the Christmas tree. So I don't know if I need to play around with the ratios and maybe just do a half a cube of whipped frosting to a full cube of Christmas tree. But I feel like Christmas tree is too light and too natural of a tree fragrance that it's not going to mix well with these bakeries like Black Forest Pine does, or like Very Snowy Spruce does, because it just has to have the punch behind it to not get, you know, outshined by the bakery. So for me, that mix didn't work. I don't know, like I said, if I have to play around with the ratios, but it just didn't work for me. So, and also because this one is such a light performer, I'm not going to club it or repurchase it again. It is a very nice scent. It really does smell like you're walking through a natural tree farm and you're getting all the different tree notes, the Fraser fir, the balsam, the spruce, the evergreen, the pine, and it's like a cold winter afternoon. You're walking through that tree farm, but it's just too light of a tree scent for me. All right, now the scent of the month for this month. Snowflakes and Sage. So if you have not watched my warm review, definitely check that out. I'll try to link it in the description box. But I could not warm this in a small space. I tried it in my office. It was way too powerful, gave me a headache. So I had mentioned in that video there was a couple of scents that I wanted to try to cut it with to break down that sharpness so I could still enjoy the scent, because it is so pretty on cold. So pretty on cold. So one of the scents I tried was Around the Campfire. So I did do a direct mix. I actually split the cube, so it was a half a cube each in each warmer in the living room. And it was very nice. The Around the Campfire did cut down that sharpness on the lavender that's in this scent. But in some spaces of the room, I could smell more Around the Campfire than I could the Snowflakes and Sage. It was almost like the sage and like the icy mint kind of like went away and I was just left with the lavender. So it was almost like, it was like the same vibe I would get from French lavender and Around the Campfire mixed together. So I wouldn't do this mix again. I just think that it wasn't the best pairing. Like, it did what it was supposed to do, but this bar outshined this bar. So the other bar I tried cutting it with was Vanilla Amber. So I did the same thing, half a cube to half a cube, same warmer in the kitchen. I do not recommend to warm anything with Vanilla Amber. This Vanilla Amber swallowed up the Snowflakes and Sage. I could not smell any of it. Nothing. It was all Vanilla Amber. All Vanilla Amber, all day, all night. So Vanilla Amber is way too strong to be a mixer. You're going to have to use a different type of vanilla scent, at least with Snowflakes and Sage. So that did not work out. That was a womp womp for this week. All right, that is it for Scentsy. So now I do have Vendor, and I've got a couple different vendors here. So all right, we'll do the vendors that I only have like one of, and then we'll get into the other vendor that I did a crap ton of. Okay, so Sassy Girl Aroma. I had got this sample cup from Steph the Scented Gemini when we did a friend swap last year, and it was called Birch and Pine. So I just plucked the whole sample cup in the warmer that's in my downstairs hallway, and it was a nice background lingering scent. It wasn't like really strong. You can get the birch and you can get the pine. It's not really a sweet pine. It's like a natural pine with that birch wood. It was really nice. It was a really nice background scent to have going. So I probably would pick it up if I saw it, if she had it available again when she reopens. But that one wasn't bad. And then Melting Memories. This has to be the stunning performer of the entire 2 weeks. I did her rain, I picked this up in her fall pre-order. Rain Kissed Leaves. This one's Smoldering Embers, Bonfire Smoke, Sugared Leaves, Autumn Air, Cool Breeze, Sweet Palm Trees, and Earthy Aroma of Wet Dirt. So I did 2 cubes in my bathroom. You guys, this lasted 4 fucking days. 4 4 days. Can you believe that? I would have never thought, and it was a really great bathroom scent, and I think I would warm this in a much more open space come springtime. This is more of a springtime scent than it is like a fall scent, or maybe even a summer to fall transition scent, like a summer rain, you know, like if it's raining during the summertime. But the performance on this thing, this is one that you can just set it and forget it and go about your business. So totally would recommend that if you're looking for long-lasting performance bars from Veronica Rain Kiss Leaves. I got 4 days in my bathroom. All right, the other vendor I did was Lavender and Speckles, and we have a crap ton. So I will go over some that I got through from her favorites sampler that I had picked up last year with Amanda. And Veronica, we all picked it up and we've been going through it, and I do believe some of us have shared the scents that we've warmed so far from that sampler. I actually finished up the rest of it. So I finished up Mountain Espresso. This one is a unique blend of citrus, cinnamon, blue sage, amber, tonka, cedarwood, and espresso. The espresso note is very strong in here. So if you don't like espresso in your wax, you're not going to like this Mountain Espresso. I feel like when it warms, that espresso definitely takes a front seat to the other scent notes in the profile. And I really don't get much like blue sage and citrus. It's mostly the espresso, the cinnamon, and then all the woodsy notes. Not bad. I did it in my bathrooms, so it was a nice one, but I wouldn't repurchase it just because it's not like an Amy scent. Beach Marshmallow Cookies. This one is marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, hint of s'mores, marshmallow clouds, and sugar cookie royale. This one did not perform the greatest for me. So I don't know if it's meant to be a light bakery. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it. Is it a lighter bakery? Or has anybody got strong performance from this one? Granted, I only had 2 bunts and I did it in a bedroom, but it was just like a lighter, beachy, vanilla, cookie type of scent. But it was on the lighter side. So definitely one that you're just like setting the mood in the room for. Calm Nights. This one I will be repurchasing the next time I do a customs with her. Calm Nights. This one is blend of calm and wild, which is sweet lavender and iced vanilla woods, and marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, a hint of s'mores. Our version of BBW Beach Night. So this one was extremely pretty. It lasted like 2 days in my bedroom. Oh my gosh, it was so nice. I really, really like the lavender in here, and the iced vanilla woods. Usually I don't care for iced vanilla woods, but this one I actually really did enjoy it. So I definitely would pick up a bag of this the next time I do a custom order. Frosted Lemon Pound Cake. This one's sweet lemon pound cake with rich buttercream frosting and fresh lemon zest. I did enjoy it. It was a nice lemon pound cake scent, but I prefer lemon coconut chiffon. There's just something about lemon coconut chiffon from Scentsy. Maybe if you took frosted lemon pound cake and added some whipped like coconut, maybe if you took this and that dreamy coconut cake that she had like in her Christmas pre-order and mixed those two together, maybe that will kind of get me like a lemon coconut chiffon. That's an idea for my next customs, but I do prefer Scentsy's over this one. Cozy Barbershop. Cozy Barbershop is basil leaf, bergamot, woodsy spice with fireside marshmallow. This wasn't bad. I just don't think I like the barbershop oil as much as other people. It was just lighter. It was just a background scent. It really was in the boys' bedroom that I did that in. Bonfires by the Sea. This one is salty ocean air and smoky earthy cedar and pine. I do like this one, but I prefer coastal pine cones in my oceanside laundry. So I won't be repurchasing Bonfires by the Sea, but it is nice. I didn't get a lot of pine. It was mostly like sea salt, ozone, beachy, woodsy, that type of thing. Strawberry Musk. Now, Beth, I gotta hand it to you. I understand why people go goo goo gaga over your strawberry. Strawberry Musk has strawberry pound cake with a tiny bit of iced vanilla woods Bath and Body Works type. So this one I did in my office and I did it in my bedroom. I got really great performance, multiple days. It was very strong. The strawberry note is really nice in here. I can actually do this one. So I wouldn't mind picking up this, like a small, like 6-count bag maybe, and then have it for times that I just want my bedroom to smell like a strawberry. And then last out of the sampler, Speckles birthday cake. This one's birthday day cake with sugar cookies, pecan waffles, cinnamon, vanilla, and lots of Palo Santo. So this one did really, really nice in my office. I really like the cinnamon and the vanilla with the birthday cake and the Palo Santo. I really don't get much of the pecan waffles or sugar cookies, but it was a good performer. I think I got like 10 or 12 hours out of it. So, because I did it 2 different days in the office, so. All right, and then from her Christmas pre-order, I did warm an entire clamshell of the Christmas Memories, which is roasted pine cones, blackberry, Fraser fir, and apple cider donuts. I do want to say that on cold, I didn't get much apple cider donuts, but then on warm, it definitely came out. And I really didn't get much of the fir. I got mostly the blackberry, a lot of the roasted pine cones, and then definitely that cinnamon apple donut. I would pick up more of this. This was very enjoyable. It's a short performer for me in my house. I did the entire clam in my kitchen and hallway, so it was like kind of like an L shape, like all the fragrance was going into. But I don't mind some bakery that's like that. And this roasted pine cone note, between her and Veronica, I'm like digging pine cones more and more and more and more, so. And then I had to try some of my customs finally. So on Black Friday, I tried my Black Christmas, which is birchwood pine, black cardamom, and creme with vanilla buttercream. This was beautiful. The black cardamom and creme with this birchwood pine is just freaking phenomenal. It was a medium performer, but it lasted like an entire day. Like, it's still going in all these warmers right now. Like, you can still get wafts of it, so it's kind of just, it's still scenting the room. Ugh, but I would totally buy more of this. This is just divine. I really like this black cardamom and creme and the birchwood pine, and I'm thinking about making up some other like ideas for the next time I'm in customs with those 2 scent oils. So, and then last but not least, Lena. This was my white tea and cactus Scentsy dupe that we almost got. There's one other note that's in white tea and cactus that I'm just not picking up that's in there that I can't articulate to add it into the profile. So I picked cactus and sea salt with drops of rain in white tea. And it's not a dupe, but it's a beautiful fragrance. Oh my God. It is so, if you like floral, fresh aquatic, white tea, any of that stuff, you will absolutely love this customs that I came up with. So I did this in bathrooms, and I put it in yesterday, and it's still going. So, but that's it, you guys. That is what I've been warming the past 2 weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section what you've been warming this week and what was your knockout stellar performing scent. Like I said, Rain Kiss Leaves out of the 2 weeks was like the one that surprised me, the one I was shocked that it lasted so long. But let me know in the comment section. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and subscribing. I appreciate the support and any time you take to watch one of my videos. And until next time, guys, bye.